Welcome to Card of Destiny. I'm Pandora. If this video found you, it means it's meant for you to hear. This is a message for you. Today, we'll explore your relationship, how you and your partner see and feel about each other, the current dynamics, and what the future may hold. If you enjoy my readings, please subscribe and share. Your support means the world to me. Let's begin your reading. You, the person who is watching. The Devil, reversed. You've been in a deep process of emotional liberation. With the Devil reversed, the most powerful message here is about breaking chains. Chains of codependency, toxic cycles, or even obsessive thoughts that once held you emotionally hostage. You're starting to see this relationship and possibly even yourself in a clearer light. Where you may have once felt stuck, entangled, or powerless, you're now actively reclaiming your strength. The reverse of the Devil says you've looked into the shadows. You've stared down your own fears, attachments, and patterns. And now you're starting to ask, do I still want to carry this? Do I still want to be ruled by this? This may have been a connection that tested your ability to detach, to say no, to pull back when your heart wanted to stay entangled. And while that has likely been painful, it's also incredibly transformative. You're not the same person who first entered this connection. There's something very brave happening in your energy right now. The reverse Devil tells me that you're no longer willing to play small or to be manipulated, intentionally or otherwise. You want something real, something clean, something that doesn't drain you or require you to shrink your power in order to be loved. You may still care deeply for this person, but you're also learning how to care deeply for yourself, and that is a sacred shift. Your partner, Fortune, reversed. Your partner, on the other hand, feels emotionally destabilized. The reversed Fortune card suggests that they are either resisting change or feeling like life has pulled the rug out from under them. In the upright, Fortune brings opportunity, synchronicity, and spiritual movement. In reverse, it can feel like everything's out of sync. They may feel like their life is spiraling or that their inner world is spinning without direction. There's a strong sense here that this person is going through their own personal karmic storm, one that has little to do with you and everything to do with their own evolution. They might be the kind of person who lets fear of change stop them from moving forward, or perhaps they lean heavily on distractions, fate, or the universe to make decisions for them, rather than actively taking charge of their own story. When it comes to this relationship, their reversed Fortune energy can manifest as inconsistency. One moment they're all in, the next they're distant. You may have felt like you've been on a roller coaster, waiting for them to decide, to commit, to grow. But they haven't quite found their footing yet. And here's the key: they are not your project. No matter how much you love them, you cannot save someone from their own unwillingness to evolve. Current situation: Four of Discs, upright. Right now, your connection is in a place of guarded stability. The Four of Discs upright represents control, boundaries, and emotional self-protection. There may be communication, but it's limited. There may be contact, but it feels walled off. Each person is holding on tightly to what feels safe, rather than reaching out toward each other with vulnerability. This energy speaks to a sort of emotional fortress between you. Neither of you wants to lose ground. You may be protecting your heart. They may be protecting their ego or their sense of security. And because of that, intimacy can't flow freely right now. This card also suggests that while the bond may still exist, it's being stifled. There's no breathing room, no openness. It's as if both of you are frozen in time, each standing on opposite sides of a fortified gate, unsure if it's safe to open the door. The Four of Discs can also point to emotional withholding. Maybe one of you is giving less to stay in control, or perhaps you're both playing it safe, afraid to reignite something that's already caused so much emotional volatility. The question here is this protection helping, or is it preventing healing? And more importantly, do you feel safe enough to open your heart again, even just for yourself? Possible outcome: Six of Cups, reversed. The future energy between you speaks of emotional nostalgia and longing, but also of difficulty letting go. The reversed Six of Cups suggests a relationship that is being viewed through the lens of the past rather than what it truly is in the present. There may be unresolved memories, lingering affection, or a desire to get back to what it used to be. But the reverse of this card reminds us, the past cannot be relived. What's gone is gone, and if this connection is to survive, it must be rebuilt in the now. You might find yourself, or your partner, holding on to the idea of the relationship more than the reality of it. There's a risk of emotional loops here, going back to old conversations, rehashing old wounds, or trying to recreate something that simply no longer fits. The reverse Six of Cups is tender. It shows that there was love. That part is not in question. But it also shows the danger of emotional stagnation. This relationship may no longer be serving who you're becoming. And no matter how much sweetness once lived here, it doesn't guarantee a future unless both people grow with it. There can be reconciliation. But only if both of you are willing to show up in the present, not just revisit the past. Extra message. 5 of Discs, reversed. Here is where the reading delivers a deeper truth. The reversed 5 of Discs speaks of recovery, of stepping out of survival mode, of choosing healing over despair. It's the quiet moment where you begin to feel your strength return, even after being emotionally depleted. This card tells me that while this relationship may have left you feeling neglected, uncertain, or even rejected at times, you are no longer stuck in that energy. You're moving into a place of self-worth again. It's also a signal that your sense of value is returning, that your self-esteem is rising, and that your heart is beginning to believe that you deserve more than bare minimum affection, emotional crumbs, or unstable energy. This card often comes after a difficult chapter, but it promises healing. Whether or not you and this person come together again romantically, the reversed 5 of Discs shows that you are no longer waiting outside the door of love, hoping to be let in. You're creating the warmth, the shelter, and the love inside yourself now. Conclusion. This relationship has been a mirror for your transformation. You entered it with an open heart, but perhaps with unhealed patterns. You may have given too much, or attached too tightly, or stayed too long in the hope that love would conquer all. But you're not that person anymore. The reversed Devil shows your release. The reversed Fortune shows their resistance to change. The 4 of Discs shows emotional walls. And the reversed 6 of Cups shows the bittersweet nature of love that lives more in memory than momentum. But that extra message, 5 of Discs reversed, says everything. You are healing, you are rising, you are walking yourself back home. If this person returns, it must be as an equal, not as someone to rescue, not as someone you need to fix, and not as someone who only shows up once they see you standing strong on your own. You are allowed to miss them and still move on. You are allowed to love them and still let go. And most of all, you are allowed to choose yourself again and again until love no longer feels like a gamble but a sanctuary. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this message brought you the clarity you needed. If you enjoyed it, please support my channel. Good luck on your journey.